I love how you can fart as loud as you want on the plane and no one would even notice because of how loud the plane is, because we're definitely gonna be gassy after all of this food. After traveling by myself for a while, I'm so happy to bring Lexi with me to LA now that it's her school holidays because I've missed her so much. The funny thing about traveling to LA from Sydney is that you literally travel back in time because we're leaving here at night time, and when we get there, it's literally gonna be around the same time again. We do have a layover though in Honolulu, Hawaii, but it won't take that long because we're literally only there for an hour. A few hours into our flight, we are already being served with breakfast, and I'm so confused because it's daytime and we've literally only been here for a few hours. So we land in Honolulu, and after all of the baggage claim and all the security stuff, we literally only have 10 minutes to rush to the other gate. We depart Honolulu, then we fly through the air for a million hours, and then we finally make it to Los Angeles. And when I check the time, it's literally the same time we left Sydney, so now we're forced to sleep more. We checked into our hotel, and
Thank God they have filtered water because I don't drink tap water.
no, but seriously, I can get sick from foreign tap water, so I try to avoid it. But anyway, this room is so nice. I'm so excited to go to sleep. Just kidding. I'm getting McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're just having a light snack because we didn't get to eat much on the plane. So I got a quarter pounder with cheese and Lexi got a McChicken. They gave us so much sauce for our nuggets. And I love some of these sauces because we don't have them in Australia, and they were very
Professional and ethical.
I'm so jet lagged and I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, but you know what? Today's gonna be another great day. I get a lot of people asking me, aren't you sick and tired of being on the plane? But the truth is, I'd much rather be jet lagged and traveling than non-jet lagged and being at home. So I was just in LA and now I'm here at Port Douglas having an all-you-can-eat buffet. And at this buffet, I'm trying to get one of everything, and oh my gosh, there is a big Nutella tap here. So I put a bunch of it on my plate and dipped my croissant in it, and oh my gosh, it was so yummy. Anyway, as you already know, I'm here with Sony and we're gonna be doing a bunch of activities again today. So we went into the middle of nowhere, and oh my gosh, first we had a charcuterie. Anyway, one of the activities I got to do today was controlling the camera on a crane to record this guy on a motorbike, and it was so cool learning how this thing works. It kind of felt like I was playing a video game, and apparently they use this type of camera in movies, so I was also really fascinated by that, and I think I jump scared the crew by doing this face in front of the camera. Now, it is the end of the day, and they've planned such a great dinner because there's so much food here. Out of all of the things though, this pork belly is my favorite. It's so crispy and juicy. But anyway, we concluded the night with some speeches, some music, and some more food. So I think these are pavlova bites, and they're so yummy. But then afterwards, I spilt this drink and it was so embarrassing. It was a 3-day trip, so it went by very quickly, and it was so sad to say bye to the Sony crew, but we made it back to the airport. So I'm going back to Sydney, and then I'm going to LA with Lexi. Okay, so I just saw a massive spider, and yes, I know there's a lot of creatures here in Australia, but I've never seen one that big. So I'm at Mossman Gorge, which is in the Daintree Rainforest here in Queensland, Australia, and the scenery here is just so beautiful, and not the shiny legs. So anyway, the reason why we're here is because there's a bunch of content creators here. There's photographers, there's videographers, there's vloggers, and we're here with Sony to capture some content using some of their cameras of the amazing scenery here in Port Douglas. So it was time for a little bit of a light snack. So I got this burger, I got fries, and I also got a very yummy drink. So after going to the rainforest, another activity we have is using this big fancy cinema camera. I've always been interested in cinematography, so using this camera was so cool. Anyway, now it's time for lunch, and there's literally no one here, but I still have no shame in getting my food, and I had the weirdest combination of food. There's chicken, rice, and fruit. So on to more activities. This activity is called shooting in the rain, where we shot in the rain. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So now it's time for dinner, and these meatballs are so good.
I just had to make sure if they're gluten-free, meat-free, dairy-free, and fun-free.
Sony is feeding us so well on this trip. We even got to make our own bao bun, so I had a couple of those. Oh, and there was also a taco truck here, so I made sure to get a little bit of everything. There's pork, beans, chicken, fish, guac, cheese. Our plates are literally just mountains of ingredients. The tacos are so yummy. I rate them a
Professional and ethical out of 10.
And of course, you can't have dinner without getting dessert, so I got this mango slice. And it was Fash's birthday, so we sang happy birthday to him, and he turned 72 years old. It is my last day here in LA, and Jenna Ortega wasn't too happy about that. I'm literally gonna be back in a few days, but this time I'm coming with my sister Lexi. So before I go to the airport tonight, I'm just gonna try and eat a 3-course meal because I don't really like eating on the plane. So first it was ice cream, and then McDonald's, and now we're having In-N-Out. My appetite before my flight
is literally insane.
So the Uber picked me up from the hotel, and then I got to the airport, and now I'm checking in my luggage. So the reason why I'm going back to Australia for a bit is because I'm going on a trip with Sony to Port Douglas, so I'm so excited to show you what it's like. And then after I come back from that trip, that's when Lexi is coming with me to Los Angeles, and we also want to go to San Francisco. Anyway, I finally make it back to Sydney, and I'm literally only here for a few hours till I have to go back to the airport, and now we're going to Cairns. In the lounge, I literally just got ham, cheese, grapes, and bread. So the flight from Sydney to Cairns is about 3 to 4 hours, but you guys, I'm literally so tired because I've been flying the whole day, and we finally make it, but I'm ready for bed, and the resort is literally so gorgeous. I'm literally so obsessed. So I'm on a trip here with Sony because we're gonna be doing a bunch of fun activities using some of their cameras, and they just gave me this big bag with a bunch of free stuff. Look at all of the things that I got. I got this Podzilla stand, a light, a water bottle, some daytime essentials, and lastly, some comfy socks. A lot of you have been asking where's my sister Lexi and why I'm by myself, and the honest answer is kind of boring, but she's at school. She doesn't mind that I was going without her, and it is her school holidays in a couple of days, so we're gonna be going back to LA, so she won't be missing out on anything. So it's just another day of me hanging out by myself. So I'm at the Grove and I'm eating this very delicious strawberry ice cream. One of my favorite things to do in LA is eat, and one of the restaurants that I love here is Wetzel's Pretzels. I don't know if you'd call it a restaurant, but it's pretty much a chain that sells delicious pretzels. I got these mini hot dog ones, and oh my gosh, the lemonade is so good. I got it in a kid size. I noticed that this soury sweet lemonade is such a common thing in American restaurants. I kind of wish it was like that in Australia. But anyway, for dinner, I went to Joey Woodland Hills, and the first thing I got was another lemonade. So we got a bunch of food, and I love these deep fried cauliflower. It has Korean sauce, and it kind of made it taste like chicken. So after our appetizers, we got our mains, and I decided to get this steak and chips. And these rolls that you see on my plate was actually kind of confusing for me at first. I thought they were spring rolls, but then when I bit into it, it was mashed potatoes, and they were so yummy. And then of course I had to put some mushroom sauce to make it yummier, and yep, that's all we ate. So many people have been asking me to try Shake Shack here in LA, and when I first heard of Shake Shack, I thought it was a shack where you shake your booty. But I was wrong. Apparently, it's an amazing restaurant with burgers, fries, and shakes, so we're gonna try some of them. So the things that I got was this chicken sandwich, an Oreo shake, and a bacon and cheese loaded fries. So first up was this chicken sandwich, and you guys, it was so juicy, tender, crispy, and crunchy. This was such a good first bite, and now it makes me want to go back and try their beef burgers. And now it's time for this Oreo thick shake, which has this chocolate mousse on top of it, and oh my gosh, I can't explain it, but it literally tastes like a melted Oreo McFlurry. This is so thick and delicious, 10 out of 10. And the last thing we have here is our bacon and cheese loaded fries, and I really pulled this out thinking it was a fork. But anyway, the fries themselves are so yummy. I love crinkle cut fries, so this was just amazing. The cheese and bacon also really added to it, but I wish they used real stringy cheese rather than the cheese sauce. But overall, I really love the food here, so if you ever go past it, go check it out. Whenever I go out, I get some people asking me to do the face. And sometimes I think about how confused someone would be just walking past and seeing my face like that. Anyway, I'm at Santa Monica, and there's an amusement park on Santa Monica Pier, which is called Pacific Park. And there's a lot of fun things to do here. So first, I'm gonna go onto the Ferris wheel. And the view from up here is so beautiful. You get to see the beach and the park.
I'm literally so obsessed.
The next ride I'm going on is called the Sea Dragon, and I did not expect this to spray water on my face. I was not ready for it. There's also a bunch of other rides that I went on, including this one where they take a photo of you, and that's when I decided to do the face. And one of my favorite things are here, which is Dippin' Dots. So I'm getting the cotton candy flavor because this has been my go-to flavor for as long as I could remember. I'm having such a great time exploring and traveling, and one of the things that are so helpful when planning your trip is using Kayak. I wanted to find a hotel that had a lot of cool attractions nearby, so I went onto the free app, which has flights, accommodation, and even car hire to find a hotel that I like. So all you have to do is type in where you're staying and the dates that you're there for, and then bam, it shows you all of the hotels that are suited to your needs. And that's how easy it is.
This app is literally professional and ethical.
I always find it so hard to pick only one thing from the menu, so today I'm gonna be ordering everything. So I'm at the Cheesecake Factory here in Santa Monica, and first they served me with some bread. It was definitely hard, but still very yummy. Anyway, I got these deep fried mac and cheese balls, and they are so cheesy and saucy. Look at how stringy it is. And if you want more flavor, you have to dip it in this marinara sauce, and this just makes it so much better. Next, we have the fettuccine alfredo with chicken, and look at that cheese. The pasta is amazing, and the sauce is so rich and creamy, and the chicken was chickening. And now I feel like eating a sandwich, so I got this one with chicken, cheese, bacon, sauce, and salad. This sandwich is so thick and juicy. It satisfied my sandwich cravings. It also comes with a side of fries, and now it's time to balance it out with a Diet Cola. And now for the reason why I'm actually here is to eat their cheesecake. I got the classic strawberry cheesecake, and apparently it's their most famous one. I put a bit of everything on the spoon, and oh my gosh, this cheesecake sent me to another place. The cake is so smooth and creamy and fruity. I'm just so excited I'm here right now. This cheesecake is a 10 out of 10. Let's get the bill. Anyway, I had such a great time here. Let me know where I should go next.
Hi, excuse me, do you know where the pool is?
No.
What it is, ho, what's up? Every good girl needs a little love. Every black boy needs a little love. If you put it down, I'ma pick it up. Hey, hi, hello, yeah, what's up? My boy, what's word? Could I call ya? Of late, I'm the one. I'm from New York.
I'm not an American, so being on the road here feels so weird because they drive on the opposite side. I feel like there's not that many culture shocks, but being in the car is definitely one that I still have to get used to. So I just arrived at this restaurant called STK Steakhouse, and look, I met up with Yane. This steak sandwich is so good, but anyway, now we're off to Westfield, which is so funny because I thought Westfield was an Australian thing, but apparently it's in LA too. We felt like something sweet, so now we're at Auntie Anne's, and their pretzels are so delicious. I got this cinnamon one, and it's so warm and fluffy and sugary. Oh, it's just so good. And now we're going to Yogurtland. I think we did have this in Australia, but I don't know what happened to it. And oh my gosh, they have cheesecake flavored yogurt here, so I have an excellent idea. I'm gonna put strawberry first, then I'm gonna put the cheesecake flavor because I love strawberry flavored cheesecake. And since I don't eat toppings that much, I just got some fresh strawberries and some gummy bears. I just realized how much eating we're doing today because now we're going to a watch party for Extraction 2. And at this watch party, there's just so much food. We have a lot of chicken. There's even some desserts here like s'mores and cookies. They're so yummy. And about the movie, by the way, I think it's worth a watch. I really enjoyed it. So if you're looking for anything on Netflix, go give it a watch. And then we ended the night with a photo booth. Okay, see ya. I hear about this place all the time on TikTok, and now that I'm in LA, I finally get to try it. So this is a very popular fast food restaurant called Raising Cane's, and everybody obsesses over the chicken finger, so I'm gonna see if it actually lives up to the hype. So I got this, which is called the 3-finger combo, and you can buy their sauce in cups, and that's not even a large. The chicken is very crispy and tender, and the sauce makes it even better. I would describe the sauce as a peppery, mayonnaise, ranch, tangy sort of vibe. And now it's time for the bread, and of course I'm having it with the sauce too, and it is so good. Crispy on the outside and very soft on the inside. I just wish it tasted a bit more buttery, but other than that, it's really good. And now time for the fries, and you are joking if you only eat one fry at a time. This is the proper way to eat it. And this is also Angelo approved. The fries are so crispy, and I just love crinkle cut fries. And look, as I'm eating chicken, the sauce spills on my pants. I always spill sauce on my pants. And lastly, we have the lemonade, which is so refreshing. Very sweet, zesty, and lemony. 10 out of 10. So if you're a chicken finger enthusiast, go definitely check this out. It's called Raising Cane's.